How does one develop a stable ego? Very good question. Such that belief in ourselves, not dependent on the outcome, grade, social interaction, etc. That is a very, very good question, Caleb, who submitted the question via my Twitter. So if you want to follow me and submit questions, then I can answer them here too. I would say how you develop a stable ego is you really see what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you're doing it. And all this comes from being intentional. Because I think that when you don't have information, you don't have reasons, you don't have a base for your thoughts or experience in what you're trying to do and have reasons and can say and explain where this is coming from, I think that's where the ego gets a little rigid. And what happens sometimes when you don't know, or you know one way or whatever, have a limited perspective, you have to double down on that oftentimes, because this is all I know and this is why I think it. Why are you getting so mad at me? And then you get defensive about your thoughts versus being open to, okay, I didn't think about that. I'm being confident in understanding where this might be coming from. So when I can tell when people have like stronger egos or whatever, my question is like, have you thought about this before? And it's fine if you haven't thought about this, because let's play with it. But oftentimes, if you have a weaker ego, people want to just say what they want to say, and because I said so at the end. And I don't know personally if because I said so, if that's the reason of why this is because I said so, I'm an adult or whatever. You hated it as a kid. So, I don't think that gives really rise to a good discussion or people to actually buy into your idea of why you think this thing. So having information, having experience, and I think being open in understanding other people's perspectives or otherwise, and being able to integrate that into your own perspective, I really do think that you can have a stable ego. One other thing that I think might help your ego is being able to understand that you don't know everything and being open to being wrong. I think the more accepting and okay with falling down, being wrong, seeing how other ideas could be better or different or help you, once you're able to understand that, your ego gets stronger because I don't have to be right all the time. I have other things to be confident in, such I'm a confident learner. And if I'm a confident learner and I learn that I know nothing, then I can be confident that I'll always understand or soak things in so I can apply it differently. So I think when you are able to put your confidence in other things besides being the smartest person in the room, I have to be right, I have to be validated, your ego becomes much more stable. Thank you. Very informative. Yes. Didn't realize how intentional your things have to be. Absolutely. In order to form a stable ego. Then you become an open learner. Yep. Absolutely. And that's where all gaming comes from, right? Like if you think about gaming and skills, and this is all learning, skill acquisition, it's learning. Sure, it's God-given talent to a certain point because everyone's born with their own gifts and talents and abilities. But at a certain point, we're talking about skills, and skills can be grown. Again, the skill of lowering your ego and developing it, that's a skill, right? We're not even always born with super strong egos or whatever, but we develop them over time. And the same way, you can develop to see your own blind spots. You can see how to develop your own ego to be the best one that works for you.